All right, Ingrid, it says we're live. I'm going to wait to see if a couple of folks say hi and that they can hear us. Good morning. I apologize. I'm looking off to this side. This is where the chat is.
Oh, I see some good mornings.
Excellent.
All right, I think we're live.
Yay. Good stuff. Hi, Del Marie and Charlotte, Stephen and Julie. Hi, Stephanie, Candace and Jackie. Hi, Katie and Terry. Yay. Oh, thank you, Jackie. She says audio is all good. Hey, Russ. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday brunch. Glad to be back after an insanely fun virtual retreat last Sunday. Sorry to miss the brunch, but sorry, not sorry. Had a really good time. I really had fun with everybody that was able to join us, and really looking forward to when we put together another one. That's all. That hasn't been ironed out yet, though. So hush hush on that one. Good morning, Darlene. All right. So this morning, Ingrid has joined me, as you can see. Hey, Ingrid. And we're going to be working up this little fabric basket that I'd actually seen first on Instagram by a creator who is Portuguese. Now, I don't know if she is from Portugal, Portuguese, or from Brazil, Portuguese, because I know both countries speak Portuguese. But I have enjoyed following her on Instagram and then found out that she is also on YouTube. But I think more Instagram than YouTube. But I really liked this little fabric basket that she did. So I asked Ingrid if she would be up to the challenge. She graciously agreed.
Of
But
course.
Ingrid, if you wanted to, I was going to let you talk about like things that you've been working on, projects that you've got going on. If you have any goals for 2024 in the quilting arena, that kind of stuff.
Well, so most recently, I've been doing some secret sewing and pattern testing for a very good friend. Uh, so I won't show any of that. But then prior to that is the two projects for the virtual retreat. My goal, my aim is to, so here's Stephanie's block.
Oh, so pretty.
I've got everything cut out, but I've only got one completely sewn up. And then your block is here.
Yay.
And I've got all of the pieces for the other three all sewn together. I just haven't sewn the pieces together.
Gotcha.
So as far as goals for 2024, my goal is to start fewer. Well, forget that.
Didn't even get that one out.
Actually finish something. Finish
Yeah.
more than what I finished in 2023. Let's do that because I'm not gonna box myself into
Yeah.
starting fewer projects because I just can't.
No, but I like that. I think that's achievable. Like just finish at least one more than you did last year. And, oh, hi, George.
George wants to sew too.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So cute. Will you introduce George to those who may not know George?
Yeah, so George is my cute puppy that cannot be close enough to me at all
Oh,
times. He
look at
is
that face.
5.5 months old now. He is a Great Dane and a Lab mix.
Look at that face, those ears. I love him so much. Let's see. So Terry and Katie and Tammy have joined. Good morning, everybody. All right. So, um, if you had not, thank you, by the way, Ingrid, for sharing that stuff with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and get started on the fabric basket, and I picked these cute little hearts because Valentine's Day is coming up. Maybe put some candies in it for the kids on the table or something. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. and kind of
Yeah.
fitting for the upcoming stuff. Do you want to show the fabric that you're going to use? It's so pretty.
Yeah. So I picked some butterfly fabric. So it's the same butterfly. It's just one on the creamy background and then one on the navy blue background.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
I got this fabric from Darlene Michaud. Michaud. We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
She does some fabric sales. So I got this fabric from her and I hadn't put it away yet. So I was like, oh, perfect. I'll use it for today.
Nice. Yeah. The video, my very limited experience with Portuguese comes from working in restaurants and having worked with some Brazilian friends. And so I was trying to suss out what she was saying in size. And I figured out that the size that she was working with was 20 by 20, or well, 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters. So that's about 20 inches. But then I was like, no, I want to use fat quarters. So I did 18 inches by 18 inches instead. So mine's going to be just a wee bit smaller than what she did in her video, but I'm okay with that. Did you end up 20 by 20 or did you also use fat quarters?
No, I also used fat quarters. I did 18 by 18.
Yeah, I think it's completely customizable. There's no right or wrong, I don't think. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Hey, Nellie and Kristen, Catherine. Oh, hi, Philippa. Oh, Del Marie says she had a Great Dane and Lab mix back in the 80s.
Oh,
Name
cool.
was Moose. Moose is an awesome name. Hi, Brenda.
I love that.
That's funny. So to start off, I have my 18 by 18 square of the main fabric, the lining fabric, and some stabilizer stuff. I don't know what this is. I'm so bad about stabilizers. That's probably something I could learn more about because I don't know the differences between them and what they do. This is one-sided fusible something. I don't know. It's what I had that fit what I needed. So there we go. That's what I used.
I just had a piece of like felt, I think.
Yeah.
I have this big piece of it, and oh, that'll work.
Yeah, whatever. Just to give it some body, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Hi, Dee and Colleen.
I have a question. Have you ever put like sweatshirts or anything on your dogs?
No.
Because I got one for George,
Aw.
and he just wants to chew it off of himself.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, Stephanie was asking about the interfacing too. In her video, she definitely doesn't use this. This is kind of like felty too. The fusible felty kind. Her name is Amanda Paso Ipaso, which I think is Stitch by Stitch. Fusible fleece, maybe that, Jackie. There we go. That could be what it is. But I didn't want anything, nothing like that you would like use in a bag, like a purse or anything to make it really stable. Something very flowy, flowy. And then you're gonna sew all the way around, leaving a gap to turn it out. I'm gonna clip the corners after I sew it and then turn it out, and then we'll top stitch all the way around, and then that's when things get fun. But this is pretty straightforward for just sewing around the edge. And I'm just sewing at a quarter inch.
Fun angles that you're doing with it.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, sorry, Kat. You guys
Can you hear my machine?
No.
Okay, good. It's supposed to get warmer out today.
Yes.
The snow needs to melt.
Yes. My next door neighbor has his son, who's probably about 30, I guess, living in the townhouse that he used to rent up until when his son just moved in. And I don't think he really like knows a lot of things you got to do for a house in the winter. And he's not exactly the most friendly dude in the entire world. A little sketchy. If that coming from me is saying a lot, because most people I just ignore. He has done some weird stuff at like 3 o'clock in the morning that I'm like, you may be high on some weird things. But he for sure doesn't know like the water spout that is between his and my townhouse started freezing up, and I was like, oh, he's gonna get a water jam, like a ice law jam. It's gonna back up into under his shingles, which means it's gonna back up into where my bathroom meets his. I was like, oh no. So I'm out there like knocking snow and ice out this whole week so that my house doesn't get messed up. Like, oh well.
Last year I had to keep I got some frozen pipes under my kitchen sink.
Oh yeah.
Not like the water was running, but it was the pipe where it drains. That got frozen.
Oh yeah.
So I just keep my cabinet doors open when it gets really cold.
Keep the air circulating. That's cool. Yeah, that's smart.
And at one point, I'm gonna have to redo something under there. I don't think that it was really weather weatherproof well.
You can also do that insulating tape around them. That way you don't have to like
Yeah.
do a lot. It could be a less expensive project.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's a weird thing to have as a fond memory, but I really did enjoy like remembering, oh, when I would go visit my grandparents in Tennessee, and I had the job of turning on the faucets to make sure that there was a little bit of a drip, and had to get the approval of my grandfather that I did the right amount of drippage. It's just a fun memory. Like it was every winter.
Because it can't be too much. You don't want to waste water, and
Right.
it can't be too little so that you get the right flowage.
Yeah. Yeah. And someone who moved to Tennessee from Alabama during the Dust Bowl, he had a lot of ideas about what was waste and what was not.
Okay.
They went through that struggle. So
Yeah.
and families that went through the Depression, they've got a lot of ideas about spending and saving and stuff that us young whippersnappers don't find as important. But that always made me so proud when I would get it and he wouldn't even have to comment on it.
Like, yes, I did it.
I did
the
it.
approval.
I know he loved us just as much as all his grandkids, but we always felt like we had something extra special to prove because we were the city kids. We were the only ones that moved, that our dad moved away from Tennessee. So we felt like we had a little extra something to show.
Yeah. And to prove your country worthiness.
Yeah, exactly. Capella SF 101. Is that the stuff that they do? But like on t-shirt quilts, if that's, again, I'm horrible at the interfacing thing. I'm not hip to that game. But if that's like the t-shirt stuff, then yes, for sure. Hey, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
I hope you're staying warm. Philip is saying her little fur babies have a whole wardrobe of hoodie, sweaters, and PJs.
Ah, Philippa, how do you get them to not chew them? I'll try to chew them off their bodies. I mean, is this just a puppy thing and he'll grow out of that? Oh.
I also think just some dogs are divas and others are not. Some dogs are all about the accessories and some are not.
Because I want to eventually get to the point where I can have like a matching sweatshirt with George. Go out with matching outfits.
I don't know who you are, Ingrid. Did I remember to leave? Oh, good. Okay. Making sure I remembered to leave a spot to turn it. Russ was talking about having to teach his Georgian family down there that when things get cold, you've got to do things.
Oh, yeah.
Tammy says George is adorable.
Thank you. I think so, but I'm a little biased.
Opelin also has a 44F and it works fine and is less expensive. Nice. Hi, Jean from the Bay Area.
Oh, that's Jean from the Sew Day yesterday. Hi, Jean.
Marianne's still in her PJs and she's put the borders on Paper Magician.
Good for you, Marianne. Stay in your PJs all day.
She also said she paid to see you in Georgian matching outfits. Hi, please.
Hey, well, Marianne, the next time you're down here.
Mommy and me PJs.
Yeah.
Cute. Up in my stitch length for the top stitching, I'm going to clip my quannas.
This was a cute idea. I see these things on Instagram or YouTube, and they're these, in fast motion.
Yep.
Like super speed.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I want to do that, but then I never do. But it does seem like a very simple project. We'll see how that works.
Yeah. I could have chosen very poorly, but I think it'll be okay.
I think so. I think it'll work out. With the bags that you've created, Shannon, and Stephanie can attest to that. This should be nothing at all compared to those works of art.
I can take no credit. I was just going from someone else's pattern, but they're fun to do.
You don't ever go just from somebody else's pattern, though. You always add your flair to it.
But I always make things more complicated than they were. I always add something to it.
I mean, you can word it however you want to word it, but
well, thank you. I'll take the compliment. I'm not necessarily good at that.
It's the Shannon pizzazz.
Yeah, there we go. Linda said her and her husband had a pipe under their sink get frozen. The plumber told us to pour boiling hot water down the drain to unfreeze the pipe. Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I think that's what I ended up doing last year once I figured out what the issue was. Because at first I thought it was just clogged. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, it's a little chilly out, maybe.
Yeah. And I did think about that. My kitchen sink is interior. It's not on an outside wall. So
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that. But I do make sure the bathroom that is on the exterior wall. Thanks, Stephanie. She said Shannon makes an amazing bag.
Yes, she does. That was the top pick for the silent auction. Is that what you call it? The silent auction?
It was a silent. No, I think that wall hanging was the top getter.
Oh,
To be fair, I'm pretty sure it was that wall hanging.
oh, okay.
The was it quilting is my jam? Is that what it said?
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, that was adorable.
Yes, so cute. But I was still proud of my little bag. And the fact that it went to Stephanie made me very geeked out for sure.
Well, if Stephanie had any say in it, it wasn't going to go to anybody else.
Oh, Denise is asking, she said, I'm sorry, I missed what you're making. So it's a fabric basket. I'm not sure if it has a name. I follow this woman named Amanda on Instagram, and she speaks Portuguese. So if she says it has a name, I could not tell you. But I was able to suss out the size. She does a 20 by 20 inch. Because I'm using a fat quarter and Ingrid is using a fat quarter, we're using an 18 by 18 inch square of a main fabric, lining fabric for the basket, and then a stabilizer of your choice, flexible stabilizer of your choice. And then we sewed them right sides together, leaving a gap to turn it out. And now we're top stitching. So Philippa says, remember, her babies are tiny and are about the size of George's head. I love George's big old noggin. Has George become happier with the snow or still not so much?
Oh, yeah, he's actually playing in it now. He's not so unsure of it.
Cool.
He still pauses a bit when he goes outside.
Yeah.
Funny.
Like give you the look like, are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure
Yeah. So I have to walk out first and just show him that it's cool. It's good.
it's not going to kill him?
Yeah. Yeah, you can walk in this. It's okay.
Hi, Melissa. Welcome. Good morning. Or afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. I don't think an hour has gone by yet.
It's still morning. 11:24.
All right. Well, when you're doing this, if you decide to make one of these out there, be more patient than I am, and maybe iron down when you like flip it right side out, and you're top stitching. I'm having to fuddle, huh?
Did you not iron?
No, I didn't iron it. I just fiddle with it until it lays flattish, flattish. You know. For something that's going to be holding candy here for us, I'm not too precious about it, I suppose. But if you want to do it correctly, I would recommend ironing. Hi, Valerie. Yeah, I hope everybody's staying warm. Apparently, like the most of the US this coming up week is gonna really warm up, which I'm not mad about.
George is now snuggled up on the couch.
Uh,
I had to just double check because when I was on a conference call on Thursday or Friday, he toilet papered the upstairs of the house. It was he's very proud of himself.
I bet. Oh no.
There's a big pile of it in the middle of the hallway upstairs, but it went from the bathroom into the hallway. All the other doors were closed, and then into the room. And there was a big pile, like a nest he had made himself, and he was sitting in the middle of it, just chewing it up.
Puppies and babies, man, they keep us on our toes.
Yeah, I knew I was in trouble when it got really quiet when he was
Yeah,
up.
but there's
A
nothing you
lot of
can
times
do.
he'll just go upstairs and grab one of his toys that are up there and come right back down. But he didn't come right back down. And I was facilitating the meeting, so I couldn't
You
go.
could just be like, give me a second, please. Oh no. That's
Yeah.
fun. Good morning, Fallon. How are you doing today?
Hi, Fallon. Okay. Where are you at?
I am finishing up the one side. The last side. The closing up the gap side.
Trying to remember. Because it's all the
Yeah, you bring all the corners in together. So you're making a, well, for us, I guess, a little 9 by 9 inch square.
she made it look a whole lot easier.
I'm gonna bet she's made a couple. All right. So now I'm gonna show under the thing. We're gonna under the overhead. That's what I'm thinking. We're gonna bring the two opposite corners together like this, just your opposite corners. Then we're gonna bring, oh, I need to do it the right way. I want white inside and red outside. So sorry, flipped it around. Then we're gonna bring this corner up to meet the top and kind of mush it in there, convince it to be in there. Hold
Mush
that.
is a technical word.
Yes, very technical. And then you bring up the other corner and do the same, convince the fabric to get mushed up in there. And then you kind of even it out so that you're going to end up with a square. based on the size square you started off with. You're gonna bring it all in. So all of the corners are meeting. And it's in this nice, pretty little package. Like that. So it's the same on both sides. You've got it folded. Like that. Cool. Hey, Sally. Hi. In quilt effects. Oh, in effect. I like that. Donnell, how are you doing? And Sally. All right. Now, okay, let me make sure that I'm in screen here. Hold on. So then we're going to bring this one corner, not both corners. You're going to leave that down and you're going to bring it over a little bit. Not so that it's even like right into the center. You don't want it that deep of a triangle, but you want as close as you can to make it the same distance across. If this makes any sense, you're just making the little, like a little side pocket, basically. And then you're gonna fold it so that the little side pocket goes across both sides. And then you're going to use your handy dandy gnome clip holder to grab your magic clip and just hold it. This is where I think her experience with it comes in handy, because you kind of want to make it the same size on all four sides. And that's where I kind of struggled yesterday when I was doing a practice run of making them all even, where I had to like fiddle a couple of times to get them even all the way. So not all the way to the center. I just kind of eyeball it across. Yeah, that looks about right. It looks about even. Fold it over. Paper clip, magic clip. Shoot, if you had a paper clip, use a paper clip. Whatever's. Like that. And then I'm going to flip it over. Do the same thing on the other side, where this came a little bit easier because I was matching it up to what was happening on the back side. So I had a little easier time matching this up. Like that. It's about even.
Hi, Melissa.
Fold it in tight.
Oh, Lori is asking what you're making.
Oh, Lori, actually, both Ingrid and I are making their fabric baskets that I found from a creator on Instagram. Her name is Amanda, and her the actual video of, well, an Instagram reel of her doing this is in the description. Her Instagram, and she actually does have a YouTube, but I think she does a little bit more on the Instagram, does more for the gram than for YouTube. Is Paso y Paso, which, if I am to believe Google translates to stitch by stitch. But I guess that depends on how much you believe Google Translate.
Can you really trust?
Can you trust the Googs? I don't know. As my Google Home is now recording everything I say. Reporting back. So this is where you start to learn when you just get generic magic clips and they break really easily.
Well, I was just thinking, I wish I had my bigger ones in arm's reach
Oh yeah.
because this is a bit of fabric. You know, the ones like that Donna gave us for Christmas.
Yes, those are fantastic.
Those would be perfect if they weren't way over there.
I don't understand why this one is being extra persnickety. There we go. Okay. So when you have it looking a little envelope-ish, and mine is looking like I didn't quite get it super even. So I may fiddle just a bit. Fiddle just a little bit to make it a little bit more even. But hey, it's the first time I'm doing it live, so we'll get what we get. There we go.
Nick is saying that he's going to need to watch the replay. It's a cute basket, great stash buster. Absolutely.
Yes. Yep. Hey Sheila, how are you doing?
Because you could make it any size, really. It just needs to
yeah.
be there.
Yeah, any size. So once you have it kind of in this shape, and so it's this, the same all the way around. It is this side that I've got wonky. I may do this one again. You will determine if you're happy and change it if you're not, because I want mine to be a little more evened out. I think that's a little bit better. There we go. Yeah. Then you're going to fold down the top triangle higher than the edge, because you're going to fold it twice. So you're going to fold it down one time and then over again to meet at the top of the main fabric. So you get this little like little flappy flap over your pockets.
So will you be sewing over the corner pockets or no?
No. Wait, possibly. Hold on. Let me think back about the video. Does she sew over the pockets? She might sew over the pocket to hold it. So maybe I need to fold it a little bit further down. So it follows the stitch line of that pocket piece. Welcome to the world of Shannon figuring it out as she goes. Yeah, that's got to be it, because when she opens it up, those pockets don't pop out. They stay flat with it.
Okay.
That's got to be up and over the line. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got those two sides. Then I'm just gonna open it up and do these. Mm. There we go. So well, actually, you can kind of open it up and see what it'll look like once you have those. That's eventually what it'll look like. But then you just sew all the way around. If you have, mine doesn't have like the free arm action for like bag making, or not that well. I mean, this is a great bag maker, but that free arm where you can just spin it around. So I'm just gonna do one side by one side, sew all this down.
Dang it. Ah, I think I just messed myself all up.
Uh-oh. Oh, thanks, Valerie. Yeah, it's fun for just some Valentine's baskety thing. All right. Oh, I shouldn't use my, yeah, I'm gonna have to change my foot. I've got a 1/4-inch foot and the 1/4-inch thingamabobber is getting in the way. I could change a room.
Still enjoying Arnold? Oh, is that Arnold?
Arnie, yeah. Yep.
Arnie? Oh, okay. Sorry.
I guess, for real, he does go by Arnold for Arnold Schwarzenegger, but
When you're mad at him, he's
yeah,
Arnold.
he's Arnold when he's not doing what I want him to do.
Yeah.
Move my clip. Get it right on the edge. When you're sewing these little things down, I might do what I'm going to do. So you may want to too, is some good back tacking.
Are you starting right at the edge of one of the flappies?
I am. It's a thick spot though, so you might want to start in the middle, go to the end, and then cut, and then go back to the middle and go through the other end.
No, we're concentrating when it's quiet.
We got one side down. Started over here, ended here. Going to the next side. And they don't have to meet, like you don't have to like make them meet. If that makes any sense. Like the edges of the roll down doesn't have to meet.
Oh.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense in my head. I might try this one center out and see if that makes it easier.
Okay. Oopsies. Jack is coming out.
Oh no. Yeah. In my basket. How many folks talk to themselves when they're sewing?
You do.
Yeah, I do all the time. I'm so bad.
All right, one side done.
Here's side two. Let me trim these threads. So the fun part about the TL18 is it has the thing where the micro lifter where it lifts the foot, your presser foot, just a little bit more to get over thicker seams for bags, which is specifically why I got this machine, because I love making bags and corners can get cuckoo. But if you do it center out and then turn around and do center the other way, that was pretty easy. I think that turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I did that. That worked.
Yeah. So that's one side down, and then the little, this is sewn into. So I think that was a good call to ask that question because I wasn't thinking about it. But that kept the corner sewn in, which I don't know if red fabric was the best to try to show what it looks like. It looks muddy in the camera, I think, but
Yeah, I think it looks great in the camera.
these next two sides done.
A little bit fiddly.
Yeah, again, she makes it look so easy. She's definitely been doing this for a bit.
Yeah. I could definitely see how you make a bunch of these.
Yeah. They'd be fun little gifties. Make it Easter fabrics.
Oh, it would be a good like baby shower, wedding shower thing.
Yeah. Oh, baby shower stuff. Well, yeah, or housewarming, where you put like
Yes.
some coffee, some spatula, that kind. Oh, that'd be fun. Usually accompanied by me shaking my head, Marianne says when she's talking to herself. Oh my gosh, Lori, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Lori.
Oh, that's nice.
That's so sweet. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, DB. I say it must feel good to be getting UFOs off your list to Stephanie and Fallon. Yeah, we were Ingrid and I were talking about that this morning. That's at least one more finish than last year.
Yep.
Good, solid plan. Oh, didn't Arnie didn't like that.
Yeah, I'm just happy to finish anything.
Right? Yeah. I was getting too cocky, started going too fast. Hit a spot
Uh-oh.
that Arnie didn't like and bent a needle.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, at
Oh,
least you break it.
yeah, no, didn't break, but I know better than to go fast around over these thick pieces. It's getting a little too cocky. That's all right. Better me than anybody else. I'll make the mistake and remind you, hey, slow down. Don't be silly like me.
Taking one for the team, Shannon. Thank you.
Here we go. Now, if I could thread my needle, that would be great. We had a improv show last night, and we were worried because we canceled Friday night show because of the weather. We were worried that maybe not a lot of people would want to come out on a Saturday night, the next night. But we had a really good showing. It was a lot of fun. People were. It was a good crowd. They were crazy.
That's got to make the whole difference of the crowd that you have in the audience.
Oh man, yeah, it can make or break just the whole vibe.
Yeah.
But it was fun. DB says she's busy creating more UFOs. Me too. Stephanie, I'll talk to you about this show. Maybe not in mixed company. There's a reason that it did not get, well, that I'm glad it didn't get recorded.
Not all conversation is meant for everyone or topics of conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll just
Leave it at that.
leave it at that.
There was it was small town first night type of thing, and they had comedians come in for it.
Yeah.
This was back home in Massachusetts, uh, and it was family friendly. And there were so the comedians kept having to, like, they would start a joke and then they'd see all the kids in the audience and have to, like,
Make that.
I can't finish that joke.
Yeah.
It was funny. A couple of them got a little bit flustered. They didn't know what to do. I have
We
no clean joke.
we say up front that we do our best to keep it as PG-13 as possible, but that we make no promises. It may have been one of our best shows, but it was definitely not for the faint of heart. Cool, one more side to go. Oops. I pulled too hard and undid this one.
George. His ears crack me up.
I love him when he does his side head thing. You know, the head tilt.
Yeah.
That thing kills me. Anytime any animal does the head tilt thing kills me. It's the cutest thing in the world.
Oh, it is 100%. I love that. George, no.
Oh, Valerie's off to walk the doggies, and DB's running to rescue her daughter. Oh no. Ooh. I hope her car starts behaving. Thank you for being here.
That is never fun.
Mm-mm. Car troubles. No fun.
My daughter had her car in the shop last week, and she ended up getting a rental because it was going to be in the shop for over a week.
Oh wow, yeah.
Um, and then they got all that snow, and she was telling her boss, this rental isn't that great in the snow. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come in tomorrow. And her boss was like, "Oh, well, I dropped my daughter off at school right not too far from where you live, so I can come and pick you up."
Uh
Yeah,
Yay. Great.
I thought it was like, I mean, that's great, but I was low key looking forward to a day off.
Right? Yeah. Just kind of hoping you would be okay with me just not being there. Yep. You never outgrow the love of a good snow day.
That's so true. Working remote, you don't really get any snow days anymore, though.
Nope.
Great. Only got half a side left to go.
Yay.
It came unfolded, so
Oh, came unfolded. Yeah. Nope. Didn't like that one either.
You're not bending any more needles, are you?
No, I've decided to go much slower. Oh, Betty's asking, does Ingrid have a channel?
No. No.
Ingrid is a sewing bestie.
Yes. I'm just a supporter of channels. That is my calling.
Your calling. I like that.
All right, let's see.
See how it looks? I'm just cleaning up some threads. I like it.
Cute. Hey, can you wonder if you can make it reversible?
Oh, I bet. The thing that she was showing off is that it folds up again, so it's collapsible. So you just fold it back up, and then you can pop it in your bag, sewing bag to hold things when you're at a retreat. Maybe at like a Together We Sew retreat. Pennsylvania still has spaces open. Pew, pew, pew. Come see Ingrid and me in Pennsylvania.
Yes. Okay.
Let's see.
It's
Well, you're showing off yours. I'm going to see if it flips the other way. Good. Nicely. Oh, it's so pretty.
not.
It's our first.
Perfect, but
It's reversible.
once it has stuff in it, though.
Yeah. It is reversible. And actually, when you reverse it, the little pocket kind of opens up more. So it's even wider on the bottom.
Oh.
Which is kind of cool. Look at that. And it's reversible. Genius.
I have to do this again because my corners didn't really come out very well. Yours meet up so much nicer.
Well, I did have my practice run yesterday. This one's a little bit further away than the rest of them, but so this is the second time I've sewn it, and I'm still a novice. But I think it's a fun, quick little sew.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, I'm gonna be making more of these. But I think I could have. I don't know. Well, the way I clipped it, I didn't clip it very securely. So
Yeah.
things were coming
So
undone,
maybe,
adjusting. Huh?
I was gonna say, so maybe having those longer clips would have really helped.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's an easy fix. You just get out your friend Jack and redo
Yes.
it.
There you go.
But really, you wouldn't even have. I don't have to unpick all of it, just the corners.
Well, I like that. I hadn't even thought about the reversibility, so that's awesome. You're a rock star for saying that. I love that it's reversible. I love any fabrics. Someone said, was that Melissa? Somebody said cute Easter basket. You could totally use any fabrics, make it, make it meet any holiday. Again, I like that it folds up, a good thing to toss in your go bag for retreats. I think that was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was. I have some cute fabric that's got hamburgers on it. How cute would that be for like a picnic?
Oh, that would be great. Well, you could put like the napkins and the
Yeah.
utensils and stuff. Oh my gosh, that would be adorable. Yeah. See, all kinds of ideas to do with this. So Yay! I'm glad I found it. Thank you so much, Ingrid, for coming on and doing this with me.
Oh, that was fun. Thank you for
Yeah,
including me.
it was a good fun. So, all right. Well, we finished our baskets. I hope this is something that you will maybe rewatch us. Again, Amanda's video, her Instagram reel of how she put these together is in my description. So if you want to go watch that, where you see an expert putting it together,
Yeah.
you can listen to the struggles we had and then go see how she whips these up so fast. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. I want to do a little bit of tell you what's happening for this week, because Ingrid will be there too on Tuesday night. We have our New York Beauty night at 6 o'clock here. So odd months are here on my channel for the New York Beauties, and we did Brolga 2 Tuesdays ago. This Tuesday is Wombat, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it has the cool diamonds in it. So yeah, Wombat is this Tuesday, 6 o'clock here on my channel. Then I'll have my podcast vlog on Thursday morning. And then Sunday will be brunch again, and we'll have to think of something fun to do on that. Maybe finish I have some UFOs. We've been talking about finishing UFOs. I have some UFOs that I'd like to finish. Maybe I'll be quilting the I woke up this morning and came downstairs, Ingrid. My eyes were the size of saucers. I was shocked at actually how big that potato chip quilt is.
I was wondering how you were going to quilt that.
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. What am I gonna do? But maybe I will kind of reconfigure things on the table here, and I will bring out the quilting setup for Arnie. Maybe I'll do that next Sunday, and just kind of, I mean, it's a picnic quilt. It's just going to be in the car, and it's a snuggle for road trip quilt. So if I experiment with some free motion quilting and it doesn't turn out the best in the world, I'm not going to offend anybody. So maybe we'll try some cool things each row. We'll see. I think that'll be fun though. I haven't done anything like that, so you guys will see how horribly I free motion quilt as I start off my new adventure.
Well, look, you'll have a documentation of when you first started, so you can refer back to that like a year.
Yes. Yes. And no time is ever going to be worse than the first time. So it's only up from there.
Yeah. So Stephanie says she loves your t-shirt.
Yes. It's so pretty. I love this gray green. I'm very excited to have gotten it. These t-shirts are available on Stephanie's Etsy page too. So you should go sign up for Pennsylvania, and then go check out the swag for Together We Sew, so we can be wearing the same cool t-shirts in Pennsylvania.
I ordered one that has the procrasta quilting.
Yeah.
On it. I ordered one of those yesterday.
Nice.
Sweatshirt and a t-shirt.
Awesome. So cool. Oh, the sweatshirt is so comfy.
Is it?
It's so snuggly inside. Yeah.
Love
it. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, everyone have a very safe Sunday. Stay warm if it's as frigid cold for you all as it is here in Frederick. And I hope you all have a fantastic week. Until we see you again. Ingrid, hang out for just a second after we get off. But thank you, everybody. See you all soon.